recording. Share your screen.
This me doing stuff. Okay. Yeah, my brain is not working very fast today, so it's good. I'll be nice and slow
That's
paced.
good. Nice and mellow.
Okay. So this was what first inspired this thought, which is if this, I'm doing a refactor here, I'm going to work on a new branch with the group because this is already an MR that's a mess and has been just like pending forever, 53 comments later. Um, but so we have this before action where we say if the user can do this thing, then push a front end feature flag. Um, but the what like we don't want this feature flag, so let's look for up the feature flag really quick. Wow, this is really big. Oh, this feature flag has already been around for a while. It was introduced in 16.1. Um, I would love to get rid of this feature flag, but if I get rid of this, how am I going to push this to the front end? Because we have some some logic in the front end that uh, looks at whether that is available. And I guess it's like fill in MR template because it's in JavaScript.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we
Could be
And
there's the window.
so just to
There's the window
clarify,
gone.
go. Yeah.
just to clarify that feature flag, you've created it solely for this purpose. You're not like overloading an existing one that's used for something else.
I think this feature flag was introduced. This is a feature flag related to an AI feature. And so when they first introduced the feature, they put everything related to it behind this feature flag. But that was only meant to be like a temporary state. And so I'm not sure what's still behind this feature flag at this point. It might be the whole feature. It might just be this front end piece. I'm pretty sure if we look at the rollout issue, I'm pretty sure it's like been globally rolled out for quite some time.
Okay.
The rollout issue is closed, which is inaccurate. So it's been globally enabled for 3 months. Um, so we've enabled it, but we should clean it up. But given the fact that we're
But
using it in
we
this
can't.
way, we can't. Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of code like this related to AI features. I don't know how common it is in the rest of the code base. I feel like it's a pattern that like somebody saw and then they were like, great, we'll just do this for everything. And now we have
Yeah,
a
but
lot of.
it is generally enabled now, so we should be able to just remove the whole if clause from the front end, right?
Exactly. So, and then we actually get it. It's not in the
Uh,
EE. I moved it to EE, but let's get it
okay.
in its original.
One question, is it still disabled for certain users?
It's not disabled for any users. Um,
Okay.
so but the thing is that we can't push a front end feature flag if the feature flag doesn't exist. So we
Yeah,
want to like,
that's true. But if we don't need it, and if we don't put any checks behind it, and if
well,
any user can do it,
the check is in this can. It's in the policy.
yeah.
So logic in here is what
But
determines.
that's what I was trying to figure out, if we even
Mhm.
still
Yeah.
need that line 53 at all either.
We do, yeah, because
Okay.
that is kind of the core of the refactor I've been doing. Let me look at where this policy is. Um, uh, app policy is this one, project policies, fill in merge request template. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. I've simplified that in my MR, but basically it's like, do they have the ability? Are AI features enabled? This is like an ops feature flag. And then
Yeah.
that's not specific to the user. And then the key thing uh, is does the project have the correct license?
Yeah.
Does the project have this feature flag enabled, which is what we're checking in the view? So we want to get rid of that. And then is this AI feature available to the project? Which stage check has like a whole thing on does it have the correct license and does it have the correct settings?
Okay.
So We only want to show this feature to people who have this ability.
So put in the code that you wish existed in there.
None. Okay.
Because what I wish existed right now would say push front end
Setting
policy flag,
flag.
Mm-hmm.
and then the name of the policy and the current user. So it kind of matches the existing pattern and everybody will understand.
And the name of the ability or the policy, like,
Yeah, the ability, I guess. Yeah.
okay. Is that?
Yeah. And in fact, like we'd lose the if, right? Because we put that inside of
Oh,
the.
I see what you're saying. So we would want to pass the project as well because we need the subject.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Push front end. Yeah, and maybe it would be like a push front end ability check or something.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So
interesting.
um would we want to look at like do it like that, or do we want to actually put the can in there as an second argument? I don't know which is better.
Um,
It would be more
You could make
flexible if.
that can implicit, I guess.
where
That the push funded policy flag would do a can on the
where is that
what you pass
defined? I'm
in.
just curious. Is that a helper?
So yeah,
On helper, yeah.
it's gone.
Uh,
It's lost.
yeah. Front end. All right, def push front end. So this check also has like an implicit. It calls feature enabled. I think
Yeah,
the license check is similar. There's a push
should, yeah.
front end license. Oh, that's not defined in here. But you know what I'm talking about? There's one that's for licenses too that looks if the license is enabled.
Yeah.
Do you know what that one's called?
I think
Uh,
you wrote it in the push licensed feature.
Okay.
Might be in EE.
Oh, that would make sense. Mm-hmm. The perfect. Features. This also kind of says is this feature available?
Push the gone attributes.
Push to on attributes. So I guess here we would do something like push front end policy flag name
resource user.
resource user, and we would say like
Does
and
that cover every single use case? Because I just wonder if I don't know if that's the best way to implement it or not.
Mm.
So I'm
um
wondering if like the imaginary method that doesn't exist yet on line 54 of the other file, is it better to just implement that as it takes a symbol and it takes a Boolean, and then we call the can in the caller?
we call the canon the call.
So
Are there
Well,
different ways to call can other
that's my
than
question, I guess.
okay.
I don't know if there is, but
I don't think so. I believe that can is actually defined in like application controller or something.
yeah.
And it just calls it, yeah, and it's just that. Make the arguments.
Okay.
Ditto.
Okay. So we should definitely have those three arguments then.
Yeah,
That
object.
subject.
I guess we should do it in the same
We
order
should
to
allow
be
that
less
to be
confusing.
passed.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Just to make it a little less confusing.
Yep.
Okay, and then project. Oh wait. Subject is current user. I think that's right. Wait, no. Oh, funny.
Object is current user. Subject is the
Oh,
project, right?
actually really
Yeah.
bad. Did you see that? Yeah, I don't think that's correct. There's actually a recent MR where somebody updated the README for declarative policy because we were like using subject and object interchangeably, which is super confusing because there's like the only two
Uh,
concepts. um, um, so
Hmm.
sorry, it's just so confusing.
so
Subject.
we don't need to pass current user, do we?
I guess
Because it's
so.
always, or at least we can have the method like get current user by default for user if we don't pass one.
Yeah. Okay. So in here, we would do ability name, resource, and then we would say user, current user.
Yeah.
Maybe you should
Okay.
make it all named arguments.
Yes,
That way
that sounds really
it's never
good.
confusing to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. I always
Um,
want everything.
is is resource always required?
It
I
is.
guess
The, the
it defaults to
subject
global
is
here.
can be global, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah,
So,
so that's optional.
okay. Or I guess we should make it optional. Um,
Yeah.
okay. So now we have ability name as the first argument. And then the second argument is going to be resource project. And then we're just going to forget about current user because that's what we want.
Yeah. Should we just rename it to ability? Um,
Ability. Yeah, I guess
yeah.
that's ability. Okay. Oh man, not my best miming. All right. So if they can do that, then we push a gone attribute.
Yeah.
Or line 98 should be current user, not user. User, not current user.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So, and then we want to call this. So this is the gone attribute called license features. This is one called features. So do we want a new gone attribute called like ability?
Abilities. Yeah.
And then enabled.
We should probably just push it as true or false, like always push it. And then the front end doesn't have to.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
So what
we
you're
could do that. Push the can if yeah.
oh, true.
Yeah,
Or
you
that,
can
yeah.
just put that in one line and say like
Yeah.
push the gone attributes can bar.
Yes. Okay. I understand what you're saying. That one.
Yeah.
It's a little easier to read. Um, okay, so that's interesting. So user
Jeez, that was
resource.
easy.
That was easy. Guess we're done. Um, well, so there's another layer here, which is well, I'm not sure. Do we have to like define this abilities key and gone attributes? I don't know what gone attributes is.
I don't it's just from my memory, it just takes whatever hash you give it and it pushes it to the window.gone object.
Okay.
There is
So it's like,
definitely a view component for dealing with the features. So you can
Yeah.
import a particular, I can't remember what it's called. I did something with it the other day. What MR it was. So we might want to like make a front end helper on the other end.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that is true. So I think licensed feature, yeah, there's a method that checks on it's like a JavaScript method somewhere that checks for this license. It's the same for both features and licensed features, but I'm forgetting what that one is now. Do you all know what I'm talking about? Maybe it's in the JavaScript here. So gone features.
there's Yeah. This isn't a view follow, is it? No.
Oh,
No,
it's
for
not a
view,
view
I think we
file.
have yeah. In view we have a mix in for feature
Yeah, we
flags.
do.
I
We
think
do.
it's
I've
called
used it.
feature flag plugin or something. Look for
It's
feature flag plugin.
plugin and mixin GL from GL features.
This one.
GL feature flags mix in, which is all camel case.
Okay.
And
Oh,
Well, the
but
file
not
name is GL feature
no, I
flags mix.
mean GL feature flags plugin, I think it's called.
Oh,
okay.
There plugin.
Okay.
Ah, there
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
To do. Oh, there's a nice to do in here. Oh.
There's gonna be another one for abilities now. uh,
Years ago, somebody had an idea. This is kind of what we want too. So we should just do this too. That's fine. Um, we can do this.
there's this that provides an access to available feature flags, but there's no similar licensed feature. Quick hack. Ah, okay.
Yeah, we have a quick hack. So that's what confused me when I was looking at this. I was like, oh, so there's one method. I like didn't even realize we had this gone logic for licensed features and feature flags. I kind of just read them as the same, and I was like, oh, we're actually using the same method for both. So the hack is here, which is
That's
where
the
we just
hack we
wanted
were
to do.
looking at. Yeah.
That's the hack. So
So the hack is
why?
that it's all under GL features, but some of them are license features, some of them are not.
Yeah. And
Okay.
is that a problem though? Like, why is that bad that we're using the same thing? It's just because we're smashing two concepts in the same.
Well, in this case, it doesn't feel that bad because they both have features in the name. Um,
Okay.
when we add abilities now under features, that
Ability feature. Wait a minute.
uh, yeah, ability features. Yeah, let's drive this hack home.
Um, when this to do,
2 years ago already. Wow.
you know, oh, yeah, there's not like really an explanation here for why they thought this was a follow-up that needed to happen, but
just separation of concerns, I guess.
mhm.
It's
Because like, would it be so hard to do?
Maybe because the file is called feature flag plugin. That's sort of confusing. It's called feature flag plugins, but there's license features in here as well.
yeah.
So we
I
would
can get that
do
that might be confusing.
license features plugin. That I'm just making stuff up. I don't
Yeah,
really. It's not gonna like that comma, is it? Oh, it does want the comma.
it wants it. Yeah, yeah.
Or trailing
I
comma.
wish we do that in Ruby too.
Uh,
Yeah.
well, it's just a
Ah,
Rubocop. It's a Rubocop configuration. We can do it in
Yeah,
Ruby. We just don't.
yes, that's what I mean. I wish we would have it consistent between both because living in both worlds drives me mad. Where
mhm.
in one you need it and the other you don't.
Wow. Living in two worlds.
Why can't we just do it consistently in both?
Ooh, I agree. Um, okay. Does this need to be like imported somewhere if we did this? I don't really know.
Yeah, yeah, you can use it in view.
But do we have to like add this file somewhere? I don't know how the auto loading works. These view shared
You have to
plugins.
import it
Yeah.
and then you can use the mix in.
Import it where?
In the top of your view file. Like
Oh, I see. So we would have to find, ooh, this is actually a really tricky refactor. We don't need to do it on this call. We have to find all the places
Yeah.
where we're calling GL features and like figure out if they're actually licensed features.
Yeah, I think we do well because it has that follow-up issue. Like if we put our new one in a new file,
Yeah,
that's fair enough, and maybe not tackle this.
I see what you're saying. Not
Yeah.
figuring everything out at once. Okay, great. That's there. So then I will create a new file and I'll call this GL. What are we calling our thing? Policy, policy flag. It's really like GL ability checks, mutability
More like, yeah. It's not a
Yeah.
flag. I think flag might confuse people off the bat.
GL ability check.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. Um, it's kind of interesting to me that we even use GL in here. Like, is because isn't this whole thing of GL, the GL app?
No idea.
Okay, so then we're gonna do um, and what do we call it again? Oh, we're just calling it abilities. Abilities. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Should we call it abilities check so that it matches features and licensed features?
Okay.
Maybe just call it GL abilities actually.
Yeah, that seems fine. How do you feel about that, Sam? Calling it abilities versus abilities check. Oh, and we want to call it abilities plugin.
Yeah.
Okay, so then this would just be abilities.
Then it matches the others, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so then applying it to this case of fill in merge request template, that was in JavaScript, but I already forgot where it was. Oh no. Okay, sorry. It's in JavaScript camel case fill in MR template. So in here,
Mm-hmm.
we would instead of features, if we would say if abilities,
Yes.
we're done. We did
No testing required.
it. Oh my God.
Just
Can we
push
say,
it. Get that squirrel out there.
What could go wrong?
um, interesting. Okay. So,
I can't believe we don't have this already. It's bonkers.
um, I did
I
find,
guess.
well, it's kind of like what Sam was saying. In some view templates, there are like data attributes that are pulling in ability
Yeah.
information. But it's not available everywhere. Like there wasn't an easy way for me to just be like, okay, I'll just add some data.
Yeah, the one that I'm having to rework is an old REST endpoint that we're moving to GraphQL. And
Mm,
the kind of way you checked whether the person had the ability was if the URL was null in the data attribute, then they don't have the ability to post to it. And if it's present, then they do. And it feels
And
like
that's
such a common thing for us to want to do that I'm just really surprised there's not a framework for
yeah.
it already. But
That is a pattern as well, yeah.
yeah,
You look for an attribute if it's there or not in the front end, and if it's not there, you assume they don't have the ability.
yeah.
That's maybe the sixth way we do things. Yeah. Let's add it to the list. Check for presence of something. Yeah. Somewhere.
I mean, yeah, I guess like, is it an anti-pattern to be checking for abilities in views like this? I guess that
I
I'm trying
don't
to think of
think
it.
so. I like it because
It feels more consistent with how we do it on the other end.
The only thing that would really thread it together from my point of view is because what I'm interested in is, can the person do this GraphQL mutation?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not necessarily, so I'm thinking back a step is like, can we ask the GraphQL mutation what the ability it requires is?
Mm.
And then like abstract that
Oh.
out further so you don't have to copy the ability around all over the place. It's just defined in the GraphQL mutation.
Mm-hmm.
The ability name is the only place that it's actually written. But maybe that's a future, because that's what matters from my use case is, can they run that mutation or not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be cool if the GraphQL
We could
did it.
certainly get that. We can get that from the mutation, I think,
Oh, we can already?
because there's you go authorize on the mutation and then you give it an ability name.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, it's like in the code, but it's not in the API, the data currently.
No, we'd still
Uh,
have to. We have to get that from Rubyland. Like
yeah,
we can't. I don't think we can send it over the wire. They'd have to make 2 requests even then.
yeah.
But I guess
Uh,
rather than hard coding an ability into the JavaScript, you could kind of say ability for GraphQL mutation, blah, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. Hmm.
Anyway, that's for another day.
Um, in terms of this, but we have to import something for this to work?
Yeah.
Not there.
Not there.
Um,
There.
no.
Oh no,
Well,
no.
technically you don't have to import it anywhere now because it's on the global window object. That's sort of how
Uh,
Gone works. It creates
oh,
that yeah, that
Oh,
global
I
thing.
see. So that mixin, all it does is take something that's on a global variable anyway and
Yeah.
put it somewhere neat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so like in your view um you can go like import what is our thing called, like GL abilities plugin,
really?
or import GL abilities from GL abilities plugin, and then you can add it as a mix-in, and then you can just write this GL abilities dot whatever thing you want. Yeah.
Okay, so GL features, if we look around, like how are GL features used? Okay, so yeah, this one, I was trying to find an example of how GL features.
Yeah.
I'm confused as to what, because we have GL feature flags plugin,
Yeah.
which is a view mixin, and then we have another file in view shared mixins called GL feature flags mixin.
I wonder what that one is then.
It's kind of it's using inject instead of provide.
Okay.
Yeah. If we just
Yeah,
GL feature
that
flag
one.
mixing, let me see if I can open it. Ay, ay, ay. What did I just do? I opened a tab. Oh no, never
Nice.
gonna, never gonna find my way back.
GT.
Oh no, GT.
GT.
Whew.
GT switches tabs. It's like go to tab, GT.
Well, how do I say never use a tab again?
Don't press Control T.
Okay.
Don't press Control T. That'll help.
Wait, no, I wanted mixin. GL feature flag. GL feature flag mixin. That's the spec. My goodness. GL. Why is the mixin not showing it? There it is. Nope, that's the same one. My goodness.
This is the next line up.
I'm so sorry. I really did not get very much sleep last night for no reason. I just couldn't sleep.
You're giving all of the Vim haters a lot of fodder here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what is happening here? This is
The
what,
same thing, really, as far as I can tell.
Mm,
wild.
What?
Um,
Oh, what? I understand the other one. I don't understand this mixing one.
One seems like more advanced notation. It's kind of, I feel like it reminds me
Yeah,
of like learning Java. You can do this in this really fancy way. Oh,
Default.
I think I can never remember these two. I think provide pushes it to all the way to all the child nodes of a view template, and inject just does the current one or something like that, or the other way around. Don't quote me. I have to look those up every time.
but either way, one of these is probably not necessary, right? If we're injecting it into all child nodes.
Um,
I think maybe use the it's really confusing because that one on the
I
right
would
is called
I would
mixin.
default to the one on the left,
Yeah, same.
and um, why do we have the one on? I'm also not sure how that one on the right is used.
I'm just looking at the MR that I had to add this one in, and I think I copy and pasted it from somewhere else. So I'll just put it in the chat.
Okay.
But you can see you have to add mixins into the views file as well.
Mm,
So I've got it there, but then on line 22, you have that extra kind of incantation, whatever that does.
Yeah.
so you're using
I,
this one on the right.
But I mean, I only used that because I looked, for the first file I found in JavaScript that did feature flag push, and then I copied what was in there. So
Yeah. Okay. So this allows for arbitrarily deep nested components to inject it without having to access the global window. Why would a component not want to access the global window? Oh, they were both added. What?
oh.
Mhm.
We just don't, or I definitely don't know
oh, we
enough.
we have our object is already provided in common Vue.js, so I guess it's already imported there. Uh, so if we go to
Ah,
common Vue.js, then it's calling the other one and already using it there, and then this is just to mix it in to pass it down to the child components. So you only need it once. Can
Don't
we
need it
open
one.
common? Open the
Yeah,
common view.js.
this one.
Yeah, there it is.
yeah,
GL feature flags plugin on line 2, and then it uses it on line 9.
right. So
So
does your file have view common in it?
common. No.
That one probably doesn't, because that doesn't look like a view file. Or
Yeah. Not a. Yeah.
at
Okay.
least it's not a view like a single page. This looks like a helper.
Yeah.
Markdown
Yeah.
comment editor.
On editor. She's on a lot of different pages. Is there like a movement to move something like? Could this be a view? Could this be converted to view?
Uh, maybe. I'm not sure what this
Okay.
file exactly is.
It's a markdown. I think it's that little
Sometimes they're
bar
just
you see.
sometimes they're just helpers that you need in the actual view. Oh, this isn't shared, so yeah.
Yeah.
Something they get used in a lot of places.
So
Okay.
the file that I worked on doesn't explicitly import view common either. I don't think. So I don't know where that comes from.
Mm, I don't see this GL feature flag mixing in here anymore. They got moved.
What got moved?
This GL feature flag mixing is not.
Oh, that's not merged yet.
Oh, it's not merged yet.
No, no.
Okay. Sorry, I messed up. Okay. This is older. Okay. So, I guess in terms of the hint that we're probably gonna have to write a test for this, how would I write a test for this? I'm not seeing in the MR where this was added. I guess there is a spec here. Let me just do something similar.
Maybe we could write the Ruby specs first,
Hmm.
and then we'll run out of time before we have to write JavaScript ones.
Yeah, and
Tactical.
actually, that's a great question. This came up. So the reason my MR is not getting merged, where I made this change, not this one. So many MRs. Okay, where are you? This one. This I went back and tracked where this was originally added. I just moved it to EE, and they had skipped under coverage, so there's no test coverage of this at all right now because they didn't test it when they first added it. So we have to add net new tests, which is not that fun. But what is the best way to test this? Because this is determining if um, something in JavaScript is showing up. So does that mean it has to be an integration test? Or would you do a view test?
Um,
Because don't have JavaScript turned on. Like VIEW, not VUE.
Like,
Give me a second.
I think there should be a happy path request spec for every
Feature
endpoint.
spec.
Is this a
You mean feature spec or
or a
request
feature
spec?
spec, I suppose, in this
Yeah,
case?
because we're not supposed to do request specs anymore, I've heard.
No, yes, we are. No, we're controller
It's
spec.
a HAML response, is it?
Oh, for controllers. Okay.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
controller, but the request would only.
But this is a controller, right?
Oh, but a request spec tests a controller. Um, but it wouldn't be able to assert that something that is hidden or shown based on JavaScript was there.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'd have, I think it would have to be a feature spec if we wanted it to be like at the integration level.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
it's a HAML endpoint, is it?
I think so. Yeah.
Merge
Um,
request. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
a
think it must be.
big mix of HAML and initializing 17 view widgets,
oh
Yeah.
my God.
elements
Okay.
on the page. It's a mess. Don't look too closely.
Is it app views projects merge request? No.
Sure.
No, it's really small. Why is it so mysterious? Um, app views project merge request page. Okay, this is pretty neat. I don't know how long it is. It's not that bad.
Does anybody else
Um,
think HAML is the dumbest thing in the whole world?
Nah, it's okay.
what do you like better?
I
Like,
don't like all those HTML tags. It would make this even harder to read.
what do you like, Malcolm? Do you like
I
ERB?
Do you
don't
like
like
writing?
I
Do you
don't
like
like
writing
HAML.
HTML tags?
I don't like HAML
Yeah,
because it's like it's it recompiles to Ruby basically, but it's no
yeah,
it doesn't give you anything new other than it's just less
Less
yeah,
syntax.
visual clutter.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I've just been burned so many times, like just with the HAML not working properly and not having any idea why it's broken.
Hmm.
yeah.
Um, but
I agree. There's a lot of like magical, like, oops, you forgot the dash or like the special space. You know,
yeah,
all those things, you know.
I hear what you're saying about, but also like if you work with people who are doing the design side of things as well, and they have to deal with this, it's like, what is this? Oh, it just turns it into HTML, and it's like, yeah, well, I understand what HTML looks like, but I don't know what the heck this is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah. Wasn't there
ah,
like a third view thing that was popular for a while? It wasn't Hamel. There was like something else that was very clean on the front end.
there's been a
Mustache,
few.
What was it?
the mustache template
Oh,
system.
Mustache?
very topical, very topical.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. ES spec features, merge
Could also
request.
argue this all needs to go and it all needs to just be turned into Vue, single page apps.
Yeah.
That's the dream, right? Just push a bunch of attributes and you're done.
Would it be faster?
Probably not. Maybe
Mm.
for some things. It would be faster on the server side, probably. Less rendering of HTML to do. Push it all to the client. People have 8-core CPUs these days. They can render a bit of JavaScript.
So what's
Okay,
the actual UI that we're turning on and off here with this?
this is the AI. So I have this turned on probably for my GDK. I should, unless they've introduced a new feature flag. So if I do a new MR,
It's always so quick when
and
you zoom.
so quick when I zoom.
Yeah, when you have zoom screen share on, I feel it turns it into a sluggish mess.
Oh, I don't know.
You didn't select a source branch.
Ah, ah.
What the hell is happening? What?
Okay, so I'm doing the
Let's do
same.
that again.
So first
That was
step.
weird.
Here is a continue.
Oh, you need to pick a new one.
Oh
Just
my
edit the
God.
MR, edit the README or something. Just go into
I
the
don't know if I can
files and
do it. I'm using my phone MR. Editing the README. Okay. So if I go in here and I click edit, oh, eh,
where's this? Name is missing.
it's just great freaking out.
Push front end feature flag.
Is this really the best?
It's not like we've chucked some completely untested code in here and it's broken.
Nah, nah. Who would
Um,
say something like that?
feature flag, window gone, abilities.
There's a name.
Name,
Wait, scroll
name,
down
down there.
a bit. There's name. It's called resource. Is it?
Ah, it's
Yeah.
called
Instead of name.
ability.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, it was us. Fine. Ability.
The most the most likely.
I thought I'm like, oh,
Oh,
she
hold
broke the
on. Wait,
master.
You
wait.
you have a typo?
Is that right?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Uh, yeah,
recall. Fast.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was wrong. It just looked off.
It looked off. That's like, yeah. Um,
Still crashing?
okay.
Oh no.
No, second. It's just thinking. It's a human, just
Yeah.
like us.
Let's see all this. Yeah.
Okay, so there should be a magical AI button in somewhere here. I
Somewhere
don't think
there.
this isn't a licensed group. Sorry, I need to go to my AI feature test group. Hopefully, I have a project in here. I do. There's no MRs. Oh,
Just add readme. Or that.
how do I add a README?
There's a add readme button
Here, where?
on the files. Yeah. There's a plus add readme.
Hmm. Thank you. Good tip.
That's always my, oh wow. Why is it
Oh,
loading the IDE?
no, maybe this is a new feature.
Yeah, there.
Interesting.
Um, can I just
Usually
like
just as like open this the simple single page editor for me. But yeah.
really?
Maybe it's a setting you can have to
Probably.
how you want it.
Why is nothing easy? I thought that I had something in here. Oh, it's a real template. I thought I had like a real project in here. What is the best way to quickly get a file? All I want to do is test this.
Upload one.
Upload one
Yeah, go
into the
into
repo.
you can there's an upload button on the next to that. Yeah, there's a upload file.
Upload file.
Upload file. Okay, let's see what kind of weird files I have here. Um, Master import. These are all screenshots.
Yes.
Uh,
Perfect.
I guess I can just do that. I have no idea what this is. Screenshot of code.
It's a screenshot of secrets.
Probably. Ooh, a
Oh,
PDK.
Uh,
looks agree.
Okay. This from PDK. It's okay.
okay, that's fine.
So now I can open you guys, right? Or I have to make a new branch. Why is doing stuff hard? New branch. JY. Great. Okay. I understand that.
Why don't we truncate the spaces off? Uh,
I just
that feels like an
know.
easy fix.
I just know I'm going to see a merge request from you in the next 2 hours where you do that. Appreciate you in advance.
I was just thinking about the same thing. Like, does it annoy me enough to?
Okay. Great news. The button isn't here. Um, that either
Okay,
means that our code isn't working or my AI feature test group. No, I have because I have the fact that this Duo chat shows means that I have licenses enabled on this project. So I should be able to
okay.
do this. So it's probably that our code isn't working. There should be
May-
like a special AI
Maybe
button.
we should add a test.
Okay. I guess we could do that. Where should we add the
Yeah,
test?
for gone helper spec.
For Gone
Yeah,
Helper. Okay. Um, or no, back because we put it in. You mean it's
it
looking
is
for the
in
Ruby method?
EE GitLab. Yeah, isn't it?
It's no, I think we
Where
added
did
it
we
to the
put
Ruby.
it in?
Did we not add it anywhere? Oh, here it is. Push front end policy flag. So if we do spec
Should we
clip,
rename that?
yeah, I don't like it anymore.
We say
Ability?
ability error. Yeah, push front end ability seems more fitting.
Yeah. Okay, front end ability. Okay. Okay. So
We doubled gone. Yeah, I guess that could make sense.
double gone and then do what with that?
Check that it gets a push. Yeah.
Okay. Like this. My ability.
In abilities. Yeah.
What did we do before that down here? Oh, you stub a feature
We don't
flag.
need to stub feature flags in our case. We
We
just need
need to
to
just push. We
create
need to do
some ability. We need to have some ability we can make it push.
okay. Name an
Either we
ability, any
fake one or we yeah.
um app policies, global policy. Are there these are all conditions. Rule. Okay. Login. Do login. So
Yeah.
we could say login. because push front-end ability takes an ability, so the ability would be login, and then we don't need a
It's the
resource.
resource.
We don't need a resource. Let's look on the global
No.
policy.
Yeah.
And then current user should be nil. Um,
That's fine. Is it log underscore in?
yes.
We're on time.
Okay,
Let's see if
let's
the
just run this.
spec passes.
Why not?
Was current user already stubbed in that file?
It wasn't, but I think this ability should return true
Oh, because it's
If you
anyway.
global.
don't have a user, yeah.
You know, user, you can log in.
If you need a user to log in, then you're in big trouble, I think.
Big trouble.
Caught in a loop.
Undefined variable method current user for a class. Oh, helpers don't know what current user is.
Hmm.
So we could do
That's
user.
why it's always being added there in the push
Yeah.
frontend feature flags. Yeah, makes sense.
Yep. Okay. Wow, did testing just help us? Did testing just help us?
Did what?
Did testing help us? Like we learned
Yeah.
something through a test? Nice. We did it. Well, I don't know if it's gonna pass, but missing keyword user because
What did we pass instead?
um,
Uh, wait, did we save all that?
gosh. Oh, we didn't do this. We didn't pass user.
Oh, there. Yeah. Okay. Do we have a user
No.
there? Oh, yeah.
No,
Good.
we'll just, okay, sorry, we're going over. Keep going over. Name. Oh, how
We
does this
still have.
happen?
Oh,
I
did we
think
change
that
that already?
I thought we changed it. I thought
We
we
only
did,
changed it
but
in one place?
I think maybe we
Or
only
did you
changed it one
reload the
place.
file and then maybe overwrite?
It could be either. I don't know. We'll have to rewatch the recording to know for sure. Been doing a lot of questionable text manipulation here.
Yeah.
Okay, so it
Doesn't
doesn't know
have
this.
can.
It's in the it's just ability allowed you have to do because it's defined in application
Oh,
controller.
yeah. True.
Wow, testing. Who knew? It works. It really works.
Yeah.
Ooh, great. Well, we're closer. We shouldn't go too much over.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
It should be camel case. That's true.
okay. But then it got false.
Did
Um,
it?
it did. I guess.
I only saw the camel case thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's got false instead of true for ability to log in. So our claim that of course you can always log in. Maybe there's something preventing login. Like I don't know.
Anonymous policy prevent login.
Yeah.
Who's anonymous then?
Anonymous just means there's no user. So, but it might be that like I have access locked. Like who knows? Locally, there's
Yeah.
any number of weird conditions I might have. So I can figure that out. I think we're close here. And I'm wondering if this just fixes this and then we can go. Let's do load. Is it going to show me the magical Tanuki? Not yet. Okay.
No.
Well, we're close. We're close.
Mm.
We're close. Great. Thank you,
Yes.
friend. Good.
It's gonna be
Um,
a good one. I
a
look
good
forward to
one.
seeing this everywhere now.
Yeah, definitely. It's that's going to be a win, I think.
Yay. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll talk to you both later.
Awesome.
Thank
See you
you.
later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.